Have you ever imagined living in a world where rivers glow in the dark, skies explode with never-ending lightning, and massive stones move by themselves as if they're alive? These are not scenes from a science fiction movie. They are real, rare, and almost unbelievable natural wonders happening right here on our planet. Welcome back to Rida Top. Today, we're about to explore the top 5 rarest phenomena in the world that most people will never see with their own eyes. Trust me, number 1 is so breathtaking that it might completely change the way you look at the universe. So stick with me until the very end. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Rida Top, and ring the bell icon so you never miss our amazing discoveries. Let's dive right in. Phenomenon number 5. The sailing stones of Death Valley. In the scorching deserts of California's Death Valley lies a mystery that baffled scientists for nearly a century. Imagine walking across a dry, cracked desert floor when suddenly you notice enormous rocks, some weighing over 700 pounds, leaving behind long trails in the sand as if they've been sliding across the earth on their own. No footprints, no machinery, no animals. Just giant stones that appear to crawl mysteriously across the desert. For years, people came up with their own explanations. Some believed it was supernatural, perhaps the work of spirits or ancient curses. Others thought it could be powerful desert winds shoving the stones forward. But there was one problem. How can a simple gust of wind move a boulder as heavy as a small car? The truth finally came to light in 2014 when scientists set up cameras and sensors to solve the puzzle once and for all. What they discovered was fascinating. On rare freezing nights, thin sheets of ice form across the desert floor. When the sun rises the next morning, the ice begins to crack and float. As it moves, it gently nudges the stones, sliding them slowly across the slippery surface. Over time, the stones leave behind those long, winding tracks. It's such a subtle process that it can happen without anyone noticing. Yet the results remain etched into the desert for years. What appears to be lifeless desert is in reality a stage for one of Earth's strangest and most magical performances. And honestly, if the desert can make rocks move on their own, what else is our planet hiding? Phenomenon number 4. Fire rainbows. Now look up. Picture a blazing arc of rainbow colors stretching across the sky, so vivid it seems as though the clouds themselves are on fire. This spectacular sight is known as a fire rainbow, or more scientifically, a circumhorizontal arc. Unlike the rainbows you see after a storm, these fiery arcs are formed in a completely different way. They appear when sunlight hits thin, wispy cirrus clouds made of ice crystals, and only when the sun is at a very precise angle, about 58 degrees above the horizon. If all the conditions align perfectly, the light bends and scatters into a vibrant band of colors that runs parallel to the horizon. Because the requirements are so strict, the right season, the right type of clouds, the perfect angle of the sun, most people will go their entire lives without ever seeing a fire rainbow. But those who do describe it as surreal. At first glance, it looks like the sky itself is painted in flames of color, glowing with impossible beauty. It doesn't just make you stare in awe, it makes you realize how delicate and precise our planet's atmosphere truly is. It's a reminder that sometimes beauty exists only in rare moments, and if you're lucky enough to witness it, you've seen one of the rarest masterpieces nature has to offer. Phenomenon number 3. Bioluminescent waves. Now imagine this. You're walking barefoot on a quiet beach at night. The ocean waves roll in softly, and with each crash, the water suddenly bursts into a glowing blue light, as if you're standing at the edge of a sea full of stars. This breathtaking display is caused by bioluminescence, the ability of tiny microorganisms called dinoflagellates to produce light. When the water is disturbed by a wave, a splash, or even the pressure of your footsteps, these organisms light up as a defense mechanism, creating glowing trails in the dark. For centuries, sailors called it sea sparkle, believing it was magic guiding them across the ocean. In places like Puerto Rico, the Maldives, and parts of California, entire bays can glow with this surreal blue light on certain nights. The most enchanting part is that it's unpredictable. You can stand on the same beach for days and see nothing, and then suddenly, on a single perfect night, the ocean decides to reveal its secret glow. Witnessing bioluminescent waves feels otherworldly. like walking through a dream where the stars have fallen into the sea. And if you've ever experienced it, you know it's one of the most magical sights our world has to have